All right, guys, this is a live feed. This is DJ Wolf Live. Okay, as you can see, I went to a local grocery store this morning. And this is for you guys who don't like to be around, who a little bit get skeeved out when you're around a bunch of people in the store, especially this time with this virus going on. Best time to go is early in the morning. You avoid the heavier crowds, and you're actually practicing social distance. So that's the two reasons why I go early. Now today, unlike I did last time I was out, I decided to buy more groceries, so I had to keep going in there every day or every other day or every week. Well, I may have to go every week, at least, but once every other week. I'm trying to. I bought just enough. I may go back and get a few extras, maybe somewhere down later in the week. But I try to buy enough to last for about a week and a half, so I have to keep going every week. That's the best thing to do. That's my advice to you about grocery shopping, especially this time in this troubled times. You know, I try to stay at the stores as little as possible. As a matter of fact, it's the first time going to the store, probably about a week. About over a week, actually. About a week and a half. Actually, I take that back. I was just in the dollar store the other day. But that was like 2-3 days ago, so I don't go that often. I try to go as little as possible. But I was talking with my old lady, and she was talking with her stylist the other day, and we came to the terms of one thing. This virus was already airborne for a while. And if you look at the numbers, our country has the most numbers of any country. And I'm going to tell you, the more I think about it, the more things I've read about, and the more things I've seen, I came to the conclusion that this thing originated here. That's just me. I don't think it came from no China. I said that from day one. I was one of the first people to say that. Because immediately I was reading about, they said it came from a wet market in China. Yet the United States has the most cases anywhere in the world. New York has more cases than any other country. New York City alone. New York in general. But even before all that went down, the first thing I said, before it even got that bad here, the first thing I said was, it didn't originate in China. Because they've always been eating exotic animals for decades. This is nothing new. This was, this is documented. They've been eating, I've heard stories about them eating animals for decades. I talked to some people from Korea and Asia, other parts of Asia, where they said that they actually do eat cats and dogs. I've heard that from people who actually live there, and they weren't joking about it either. So this is nothing new. We've had viruses go around for decades. Matter of fact, there was one last year, and actually there's a news story out there that was saying that there might have been a cover-up from last year. And I know you guys have heard me talk about the big superbug from last year. That they never told you what kind of virus. They would say it was a superbug. And that's the one that, the symptoms that I had last year, where they told me it was, at least my doctor told me, it was determined that I had a elevated sinus infection. But all of the symptoms I had is extremely similar, and it's no joke. It's extremely similar to the coronavirus. And this is a year ago, almost a year to the day, matter of fact, that I had that sinus infection. But every description of it was exactly the same. Every description of it. Exactly the same descriptions. All right. See around, no, but yeah, it's just weird. It's just a weird stuff, man. Weird stuff going on. And but now the report is, and I can't confirm or deny it yet, but I did hear something about on the report about that this bug had been around for a while, and that from last year, that superbug might have something to do with this. I'm gonna try to get more on this story, but when I was talking to my old lady, and she telling me about her hairstylist, I told her, and they were talking about it together, that this may have been something that's had been in the air for a long time, because she said every time she go outside, she had dry coughs. It's really weird. It's already affected people we know, and this is no joke. This thing is very, 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 very serious, folks. It's nothing to be playing with. Get your mask out, wash your hands, wash your face, man. Change clothes if you have to. Seriously, it's gotten to be that bad. But I'm thinking it's in the air so it's actually infiltrated in the air so much. I don't think this is something that is beyond affecting just people, because now it's affecting animals. You know, but they're trying to say, well, it could have been from human interaction. Maybe not. That bird flu had been going around off and on for a while. There was, things where I seen personally where it was like several years ago, around the time the bird flu came out, there were dead birds in the neighborhood. There was a story I just reported back in January. No joke. Back in January, the story was out in January. It happened in January. The story wasn't reported to February 11th, but it happened on January 27th. Right out here, in DMV. Someone from China, and this is reported by not only USA Today, but by the U.S. Customs website. They both reported the story came from the U.S. Customs website, and they actually posted the same thing, where a Chinese person, a person from China, they said someone from China flew to Dulles. They found that they had a suitcase full of dead birds. That was the story. My thing is, how the hell you find a suitcase full of dead birds and they weren't stopped in China before they got here? How is it that you don't know anything about the person? You don't even know the person was a male or female. You don't know if they were brought up on charges. And this ain't a conspiracy theory. This is facts. Based on the report itself. This is reported by two different sources. One of them was a credible source. Extremely credible source. Well, at least I think they are. But there were two sources that reported it. You didn't hear about him being sentenced. Didn't hear about him being deported. The only other thing you heard about was the fact that it was headed out. It was headed to an address out in southern Maryland, out this way. That's all it would say. They wouldn't go any further than that. And that the birds were incinerated. Something just don't add up, guys. And the story didn't get posted till February 11th from something that happened almost 15 days earlier. That's not a conspiracy theory. That was based on a published report by U.S. Customs. Something is definitely going on. They took $2 trillion out of the budget. And they're asking for $250 billion more for small businesses, which I thought they did in the $2 trillion budget. Like I told people, I said, $2 trillion is a lot of money. They told me, oh, that ain't nothing. Really? How many friends you know got $2 trillion, let alone a billion, let alone a million in their bank accounts? I don't know of any. Just saying. $2 trillion is a hell of a lot of money. It's a hell of a lot of money. Let's be real about that. That's more money on top of more money and more money. Somebody is putting some pork barrel someplace. They're getting some pork barrel money out that game. They're getting some skin out that game, bigger skin, like you wouldn't believe. Yet, 17 million people, as of this report right now, 17 million people are out of work right now. That budget was passed last week. And you know the reports where they were talking about, well, checks might not be issued out for 2-3 weeks. Are you serious? The money is already there. Why would it take 2-3 weeks to get a check out? That in itself don't make no fucking sense. Somebody's getting some skin out that thing. And then now they're talking about letting out prisoners out of jails across the country. We heard that they're low-level criminals, all right, for low-level crimes. But, you know, you never know what's going on, man. I'm just saying, it's just, you better call Jesus on the main line, guys. I'm telling you right now. Better get him on this stat. I don't know what's going on. It's scary. These times are some of the weirdest times I've ever seen in my life. I was just telling my wife the other day, I said, it's like I'm reliving, because I was sick last year at one point myself before my father passed away. It's like me reliving 2019 all over again. It really is. And it's just as bad and just as scary and just as uncertain. I can't think about work. I'm almost to a point I can't even think about music, man. You know, but the one thing I do want to do, and that's the other reason I'm doing this live podcast right now, I'm seriously thinking about doing a DJ show. I'm going to try doing, hopefully between now and sometime during the week. My goal is to try at least do one on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, all next week. That's what I'm looking forward to doing. I haven't set up. I actually just got a brand new rig too. I got it a couple months ago. I haven't really worked with it. I only put it out and play with it for like a day or two, and that's it. But once I get that set up, people, believe me, we're going to do a show. Now, the other option is I have a smaller one that I could do it with, and I may do it with that one. But I'd rather do it with the big one, because the big one, well, the new one I got, I could do it directly out of the box itself. But I'm excited about doing that. So tell all your friends, tell all your cousins, everybody, I'm going to be doing a live DJ show. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it on Periscope or not. I could simulcast Periscope and YouTube together, along with Meerkat. Matter of fact, I gotta find out if I still have a Meerkat account. I have a Meerkat account that was pretty popular at one time. Matter of fact, it was almost as popular as Twitter. It was more popular for me at the time than Periscope, but I don't use Periscope that much. But in any case, stay tuned on that. I got more details coming as soon as I set up. But here's one more thing, and I'm back with groceries. And I know some people's like, well, God's not in control. No, God is still in control. Man don't have control of this situation. It's out of control. You know? And the powers to be on this planet, as far as I'm concerned, really wants to get more control of us. And that's the way I feel. I mean, I got to tell it like it is. They do. All these CEOs are quitting. Really? Trump asked for a $2 trillion bailout, claiming he's trying to help the people of this country. No, you weren't. You took forever to try to get people help for this virus. There's currently no cure for it right now. Seriously? You didn't block the borders like you should have? Something just don't add up. Something just don't add up. They don't seem to be doesn't seem to be a real urgency to try to find a cure. Just something just don't add up. Oh, speaking of that, I'm gonna tell you one other thing. It's a true story, and I gotta do my thing here. Apple and Google are in the works to develop this true story because they're already doing it in China. Let me tell you about China first. China actually has a technology that they developed since the correction started in Wuhan back in November, where they can actually scan neighborhoods, locations, streets, where they can tell whether you got the virus or not. They showed it on the news. I saw it on the news just a couple nights ago. This is not conspiracy theory. This is what actually is going on. So Apple and Google are developing their own version of that. And guess when they say it's coming out? In about 30 days. I shit you not. This is an actual published report. This ain't no conspiracy theory. This is what they get ready to do, people. They're going to scan people for the virus. And they can tell. And I think I know how they're going to do it. Heat sensors. Whatever the app is going to be on the app. But it's going to be heat sensors attached to it. But I think it's going to be like a heat sensitivity that will determine, whether you got it or not. See, something's going on, man. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know what, but I know something is. Stay blessed, people. Do your thing, man. Stay close to your families, man. Even if you're here. Stay close to them. Love them. Forgive them. We don't know what's going on. We really don't. All I know is, as long as I got the Lord by my side, I'm not, and I just want to say it too. I think had I not had the Lord by my side, I probably would scared out my ass. But I'm not. I'm not afraid. I don't know why. I don't feel afraid. I don't feel afraid at all. I really don't. I think that's what changed my perception, my outlook on life anymore, is that you've been around long enough and you do the right things, you cross the I's, dot the I's, cross the T's and stuff. And you're not as afraid of things as you once were when you were younger, when you mature. It's like, hey, I've been there, done that. That's the way I feel right now. I'm concerned. But I'm concerned for one other thing, though. For the kids, man. The kids who got to live through this mess. Because their world's changed before they get started. And then you'll have a generation of kids that be coming up. If this thing continues to last, their whole world will be about knowing that they're going to, cover their face and stand 6 feet from other people. They can't touch anybody. Can't have no close interactions with other kids or anything like that. That's what's sad. Can't be out. If you can go to school, you go straight home. Can't do anything. because something is really going on. It's funny. I watch all these shows. There was one show in particular called The Dome that was on CBS about a few years ago. That was a really good show. I'm surprised they actually didn't push that back out on Netflix or the Hulu. I'm gonna try to look that up. Where this family lived in the dome. Not family. I take that back. The whole town. I think it was the whole town or something was in a dome or something like that. And you couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't go outside the dome because of the air. That's kind of what this reminds me of. It reminds me of this, Contagion, Containment, Walking Dead. Every pandemic type of series of movies that ever came out. That's what the situation is now. I'm not kidding. I'm going to keep it real. This is for all to hear, baby. So with that in mind, before my wife actually wrings my neck, let me go ahead and put my groceries up. Y'all have a good day. Stay tuned to For All to Hear TV on YouTube. That's my YouTube channel, guys. Subscribe, please. Let me know and I'll subscribe to your channels. That's my word. I've subscribed to thousands of channels over the last 5-6 years since I've been on Spreaker. I appreciate y'all. Now, it's For All to Hear TV. You can't miss it. There's a picture with DJ Wolf Live on it. All right. I'm on Twitter. And For All to Hear, which is actually Twitter. My Twitter page is DJ Wolf. I'm the only one with DJ Wolf listed. With what appears to be my face with the city background. And, of course, on Spreaker here, same picture. DJ Wolf. If you need to ask questions about my show, or if you down here, anybody down here in the DMV needs a DJ, give me a holler. DJ Wolf Online at AOL.com. That's no, I take that back. That's my old one. DJ Wolf Live at AOL.com. That's DJ Wolf Live at AOL.com. All right, guys. I have a ton of stuff to talk about in the back burner. I may be doing a box opening for a new, actually maybe two. For those of you who follow me on the Music Box podcast for DJ Wolf Live, I got a couple of things coming up on that. I don't know when this one of my packages. I don't know when it's coming. They say it's coming soon from Sweetwater, so I gotta check on that. Man, another one came out. And I'm going to maybe I'll just do a closing and reopening of the box on that. But stay tuned for that. I'm going to look to be doing DJing real soon. I mean, actual DJing. Because, hey, my name is DJ Wolf, and I actually have DJed before. I've DJed several parties. I haven't done it. The last one I did was about a year ago. I think it was a year ago. Yeah, last one I did was about a year ago. But I haven't done anything in a while. I need to really do this more often because I'm finding out now. A lot of DJs are online. My cousin was DJing. My cousin down in Texas he was DJing yesterday. I think he was doing it for fun, but he was DJing. And I see several other DJs online. There's one in Denver, Boulder, Colorado. I follow named Everett. He's really good. Big shout out to my man Everett, man. Dude, he be doing this thing, man. And I think he does it every day. And I think I may start doing something similar to that. It's in the works. I got set up. I just haven't. There's so much stuff going on right now. There's a lot of things that I'm into right now, but I just got to set it up. So I'm gonna take some time this week. And plus, I got to clean the area out. I got to clean my studio out anyway. So, all right, guys. Is that my song? All right, guys. More things coming. Got more stuff to talk about the back burner. DJ Wolf, I'm out.